just letting my viewers know that I got pulled over for nothing.
Give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there.
I am telling you, if you do that, this is going to go south quick.
In today's video, we're showcasing a selection of clueless cops who managed to embarrass themselves in record time. If you've ever wondered how quickly some officers can go from in charge to completely humiliated, then you will definitely want to stick around till the end of this video. On May 31st, 2023, a video uploaded by user at Algonac, Emmy on Audit 27, showcased his experience with the local law enforcement, who decided to positively mess up at their jobs that day by pulling him over in the most unpredictable place ever.
Morning. Get your license, registration, insurance on you?
The reason why you're pulling me over on my property?
We got called that you were unable to maintain your lane and you were driving recklessly down the dike.
Okay, so you were behind me the whole time. Did you see me swerve?
So, you got your license?
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Officer Van Team from Clay Township Police Department.
Just let you know I am recording you.
Okay, I'm recording you too, sir.
I'm reaching for my wallet.
Okay.
You guys follow me home every night. Just let you know.
Okay.
You'll get it on my ID.
Okay.
There's my license.
Thank you, Brian.
Insurance. Registration.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Pulled me over because he said I was swerving. He followed me for a whole mile. Not once did he want to answer my question about if he saw me swerve. So, look. We got one. And I got one right there. They got two.
The officer would pull him in the driveway of his own home, which the user frustratedly pointed out was ridiculous, and that this wasn't the first time the police have followed him for no reason.
You can come around to this side. I can hear you.
Are you waving your hand? Do you need something?
No, I'm just letting my viewers know that I got pulled over for nothing.
All right, that's fine. Let everybody know.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
I'm Officer Thompson, 217.
Thank you. I don't know why you guys pulled me over. You guys followed me for a whole mile. And then he wants to say that I got called in for swerving. I asked him if he saw me swerve at all, and he didn't want to answer the question. So I'll be talking to my coach here about this. So
We witnessed that they had two police vehicles outside of his property, especially just to pull him over, for reasons that the officer himself would refuse to back up.
if he would have been suspicious of me swerving all over the road, you can hear me just fine.
I can't hear you with the fan and window's partly down, so. I can speak up, I can hear you better.
I go, if he would have been suspicious of me swerving all over the road, he would have pulled me over sooner, not in my driveway.
Alright. So, also, I just wanted you to know my dispatcher notified us that you had a warrant. The RO of this vehicle, who you are, the RO of this vehicle, had a warrant. Part of the reason for your stop is out of East Point. They are not going to come pick you up. Are you aware of the warrant out of East Point?
No.
Okay.
What's the warrant for?
It's a failure to appear for fail to yield or something.
Failed to yield. I never got anything in the mail.
So you're aware. you have a warrant out of East Point. So you want to contact probably the court there.
Okay.
You want me to quick run and see what court it is? I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The user questioned the officer's motives for pulling him over in his driveway. The officer then presented a warrant for something the user had never been notified about.
You want to contact the 38 District Court in East
And
Point.
when was that warrant issued?
Honestly, I don't want to go back and look again, sir. If you really want me to, I will, but I would say I don't know off the top of my head.
And you said 38 District Court?
38 District Court, East Point.
Okay, and your name and badge number again?
Officer Van Team, Clayton.
Van Team? Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Yep.
A classic example of incompetent behavior from the police as an appetizer for everything we're about to see next. But for now, one can only fathom how people like these are even allowed to be a part of law enforcement if they are clueless about their own duty.
Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
In August of 2023, in McCracken County, Kentucky, a woman by the name of Juniper was driving with her mother when a reckless deputy nearly ran into Juniper with his vehicle. This incident would cause both of them to pull over, and the deputy's footage revealed a shocking turn of events.
Let me come here. Let me explain something to you. Be extremely. No, don't walk away from me.
Am I under arrest?
No, just be extremely careful when you come up on somebody.
Okay, be extremely careful
Listen,
when you're
I didn't
driving
see
because you cut me off. You
Listen,
did
I
not even use your
see
turn
you.
signal. Use
At
your
the
turn
last
signal.
minute, he called. He needed me over here.
So use your turn
Okay,
signal.
I did not
Is that
know
the law?
that. Okay,
Are you supposed
listen,
to use
do
the turn
not
signal?
come up threatening on me like that.
I'm
That's a
not
good way to
threatening.
go to
Look at
jail.
you.
Okay.
For what? My bad drive?
No.
You're going to
you
send
do
me
not
to
come
jail
up
for
here
your
beating
bad
on my
driving.
window,
I
man.
knocked on your window.
Okay.
I knocked on your
Be
window
extremely
after
careful.
you
That's
cut
called
across
menacing.
2 lanes
Huh?
without your turn signal.
Oh, I think you're fixing to go to jail. But
Because of your
listen
bad
to
driving.
me. You do not come up and approach us like that, beating on my window.
I
You got
knocked on your
scared me because
window.
I had no clue you were there.
If a lady knocking on your window after you almost collided with her vehicle is threatening to you, then perhaps you shouldn't be working in law enforcement.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, did you have a clue I was behind you when you cut across 2
I
lanes
did
of
not.
traffic?
No, I
Then
did
you
not.
should drive better.
Okay. I have a dog in my back. It's hard for me to say. And I apologize to you. Now, this will
I
be the
didn't hear
third
that.
time.
Okay.
Okay. It's not extremely smart to be acting the way you're acting right now because I will put you in jail. Okay?
No,
I
I
will
don't.
put you in jail. I don't care.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand me?
Do I understand what?
That I will put you in jail.
For what?
First off, your disorderly conduct,
What
menacing,
disorderly
beating on my
menacing?
window like
You
that.
are
Okay?
armed to the teeth, and I'm menacing. I knocked
You don't
on
walk
your
up on
window.
us like that.
Okay. May I drive away now?
Not yet, you're not.
Nowhere since the beginning of their interaction did the officer apologize once, but what did do more than one times is threaten to arrest her simply for standing up to him.
You have your driver's license on you, ma'am? Simple
it's a
question.
traffic stop.
It is now.
Why?
Because you got out on my vehicle and beat on my window. Now, right now, I'm investigating a disorderly conduct. I need to see your driver's license and your proof of insurance.
Okay, this is not a traffic stop. So I walked
Do
up.
you understand what I'm asking you?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay,
I just don't
I
think
need you
you're
to
right.
get your driver's license and proof of insurance.
We're helping out your business, but you don't have to cross 2 lanes of traffic.
Need your driver's license. See your driver's license.
I'm sorry, please don't take it out of my hand.
Let me have your driver's license
No,
so I can
am
cut you a
required to
citation.
present it. Hey, give
Back
my
off
property
before
back.
you go to jail.
Give my property back.
Don't sit down. Don't be reaching in your car either.
For my phone.
Got it all on recording.
Yeah, y'all lose your cameras.
Thanks, Ben. So, I can't do nothing with this dog in the back
Stay
seat.
right there.
He stole my property.
Stay
He
right
snatched
there.
it
No,
out
he
of my
didn't.
hand.
That's the state's property.
So, pull up. I went in the car lane over there. I guess I cut the front over. Never seen her over there. Of course, I can't say a whole lot of that. She comes up here. I'm getting ready to talk. You know, she comes beating over my window. Scares me to death. I no clue. Jump out. She starts freaking boom, 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 boom. So I hit the record. Start recording. And then she's going the way she's going. I mean, she's yelling, screaming. She's disorderly. I'm fixing to hook her up for disorderly. Hold that. And go ahead and.
The deputy behaved in an attitude more similar to a schoolyard bully than a policeman, snatching the woman's ID from her and whining to his fellow officer.
Okay, thank you. What's your name and badge number? May I go ask that person what his name and badge number is?
Hang out here. They ask me to stay put. Stay put. Be calm. They'll address you when they're ready, okay?
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
I'll talk to you in a minute, okay?
Disorderly conduct. Big on the window. We might have minutes now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Need to go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back, and then the rest.
For what?
Disorderly conduct and menacing.
Menace. This is funny. Okay.
Don't resist.
I'm
Don't
going to do it.
resist.
Just
Okay.
you don't have to hand.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, you want my keys now? Okay, take my keys.
Like that. Don't be grabbing on stuff.
Anything out of
Just
her
like that.
Why?
Back up. Back up.
We'll give it to you, but don't be jerking out until we know. We don't know what you're pulling out of
Okay,
here.
well, you're not allowed to go in my
Hey,
pocket.
Okay, then have a seat. You don't want us to go in your... Yeah, actually, we can go in your pocket. You're under
can't.
arrest, so
You're
we
under
gotta
arrest.
say.
Stop it.
That's my daughter.
I'm double locking these cuffs so they don't tie up on you, okay?
You got any pocket knives or anything on you?
Nope.
If she don't want to give her keys up, then we'll tow that vehicle.
All right, I'm gonna walk you back here, okay?
I would like to give my mother my keys now.
Okay. That pleasure.
I would like to give my mother my
No,
keys.
so you're not gonna do it. You're handcuffed, okay?
I know.
So,
I want my
okay,
mother to go in
just
my
listen,
pocket.
listen to me. You're
No,
under
I
arrest.
want
So
her
this
to
is a
take
search incident to arrest, okay? I'm lawfully able to search you after
Okay.
you've been placed under arrest, okay?
Sure.
I understand, but I'm just telling you how it is.
The officer, after conspiring with his fellow deputies, finally found the perfect made-up reason to arrest Juniper, because arresting a woman for hurting your ego is easier than doing your real job.
Central, make sure we have a separate SON for this incident.
Just unlock it.
That's the hard way to do it.
Well, I know. We kind of got it all wrapped up in there.
No.
So, obviously, I wasn't the initial officer who was out here, so I'm going to make sure that he's okay with her having the keys. And if he's okay with it, then that's what we'll do, okay?
Sure.
Now, is there going to be any other, do you have any kind of weapons, guns, knives? I saw you hand a knife to your mom over there. Okay, is there anything else?
She took it out of my pocket.
I just want you to know, okay, I'm actively recording right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search you well enough to ensure that you don't have anything that's going to harm me, okay? Is there going to be anything that's tucked on you that the jail's going to find when a
Nope.
female officer searches you?
Nope.
So you do want your mom to have cash, correct?
I want her to have my keys, whatever's in my pockets.
Yes.
I'd like to keep my chapstick though.
Make sure there ain't nothing folded up in. Is your wallet in your back pocket? Can you go ahead and just grab that out with your left hand?
Sure.
Okay. No, absolutely not. Okay. Yeah. Come here. Get on the.
I was just handing my
Yep.
property to my mother.
As the other deputy dealt with Juniper's arrest and her belongings, he handed them to her mother. This set him off, showing he was as unprofessional as the previous officer.
Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there. or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
You're not grabbing anything on this car.
Occupant in the vehicle. He has a Concord Fire Department shirt on.
Stay there. Do not touch those keys.
Excuse me. I'm not a freaking dog.
I'm going to let Croft decide what to do with the vehicle. And that's what I told her. I said, we're going to let them decide what to do with the vehicle until we start giving keys to people. So they're going to stay right there until Croft gives a call.
Clearly, he wasn't satisfied with just arresting Juniper and decided to be her mother too to power trip a little longer and feel like a big tough boy.
You wish to talk to me about what happened today that led to this? Because it's honestly, I don't know. I rolled up here and the situation was already happening.
Right, will it affect my arrest?
Do what?
Will it affect this? Do I get out?
No.
Okay, well, that cop, whoever, cut across 2 lanes of traffic
We're at over here on the road.
on the bridge. Cut in front of me across 2 lanes of traffic, no lights, no signals. And I honked at him, and then I came here to tell him he was a bad driver, and this happened.
Well, so tell me how you went about telling him that he was a bad driver.
I
And
just went
lying.
up and knocked on his door. I knocked twice on glass. That's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you realize there's better. Would you agree that we could have went about this in a better way? You know that you can just go to the sheriff's department and say, "Hey, I want to talk with the sheriff. I've got a problem with what happened today on the road." Do you realize that's the way to go about this? Because I don't. Listen, let me tell you something. I do not enjoy taking away people's freedoms. I did not get in this job to do so. Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. Stand over there. Stand over there, or you're going to be arrested for interfering in this investigation. Stand back.
I'm just got her keys.
Stay there.
When listening to Juniper's side of the story, the officer revealed how much more biased and corrupt he was like his colleague, as he turned out to be a fat hypocrite.
Take it very seriously, okay? And I hate that this is what it's come to today, okay? But I wish that on your side as well, I wish that we could have done better today to not do this. Because, I mean, I wish that we would have been able to go, you know what, he would have, I guarantee you, if you went to the sheriff's department and said, this is what's happening, they would have called him directly and he would have came up there and you guys could all three had a meeting.
All I wanted to do was tell him he was driving badly.
Yeah.
And then he turned it around and got mad at me. All I was going to do was let him know he cut across 2 lanes of traffic. You know, if you're supposed to uphold the law, you should, actually follow the law.
I agree. But at the same time, whenever something like that happens, you take it to this.
I just wanted to let him know he was driving badly. As someone in uniform, he should do better. He should be aware of the laws he's trying to enforce.
But let me ask you this, man. Do you think if we could go back in time, that you do this a little bit different? You think that it was appropriate?
Okay, fine. You're right. I would park and I would wait for him to notice me. But I would still want to let him know.
And there's nothing wrong with if he pulled in here and he did that, and you can pull in here as well, obviously, you know, and then if he was walking in there to get something to eat, you could say, "Excuse me, sir, this is what happened on the road. I do not appreciate it." And you can, you know what, I will be filing a complaint. You're right to do, but I tell you, whenever you go there and you beat on his window and you put him in fear of physical injury, it's called menacing.
I disagree with that.
Well, I wasn't here for that, okay? So, but like I said, I don't like the way that this has turned out today.
Me neither.
But
I guess the main concern of these officers is not to be brave or uphold the law properly, but to sit around in their cars like little girls because they're afraid the adults might hurt them.
I mean, I want you to be able to just. I get frustrated on the road too. Even being in a marked police car, like people pull that in front of me all the time, and it's frustrating. And I want to go up there, and I want to say, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I can't, because that's first of all that's extremely unprofessional, and there's better ways to do it.
Okay.
So
that's true.
I appreciate you being nice and cordial with me and talking to me. I promise I'm not a mean person, okay? Unless you want to go in cuffs, give me those keys. I'm going to do my best to be able to have your mom take the car where it doesn't get towed, okay?
I appreciate that.
All right, well, I'll be back with you soon, okay? Can you feel the air?
Yes.
Okay.
Responding.
This moment would solidify the loss of any chance the officers might have had at redeeming their action. Instead, they only doubled down on their hypocrisy. Juniper would be taken to the county jail that day, where she was forced to spend the night. Prosecutors would offer her a stipulation for an anger management course, which she decided she would only agree to if the arresting officer took driving classes. This request was denied. However, it's not every day that officers actually don't manage to get away with their corrupt actions, as some people are brave enough to actually counter their arguments with logic rather than BS.
I am telling you, if you do that, this is going to go south quick.
On February 3rd, 2024, Frank Barris would be pulled over by the Wyoming Highway Patrol near Casper and would engage in a verbal battle with the patrolman in which he would pull no punches to his statements.
So, your idea on solving this, being you have no authority or jurisdiction over me, is for me to get out of my private automobile and talk about what I just told you.
And you can show me your passport.
You got my passport, dude.
I don't have your passport.
Those gentlemen do have my passport. The Highway Patrol do.
Okay.
Highway Patrol, how about bring the passport so I can read it to the sheriff? Could you be so kind?
So, if you come out and explain to me your passport, I'll hear your side.
You've already heard my side. I've already told you my side. You should know this as a LEO, shouldn't you?
I've never seen your passport.
Well, then, I don't know what to tell you. We'll sit here all goddamn night. But I am not getting out of this goddamn private automobile to explain myself that I've already done. I'm asserting my rights to travel, and I'm informing you that you have no jurisdiction or authority over me, and you're not trying to accept it. Ask the guy to pull me over to get it. I'll show it to you. It's real simple. I'm not...
Immediately, we see the illogical nature of these patrolmen, trying to repeat the same things to Barris like mindless robots, struggling to understand what he was saying.
You're making it difficult.
I don't feel that I am.
Well...
I'm the one making it difficult right now.
Right, because I won't do what you ask. I don't have to do what you ask. You have zero authority over me. I don't contract with foreign corporations. No authority, no jurisdiction. There's nothing in any law.
How's it a contract for you to get out of your vehicle and explain your passport to me?
I don't need to do any of that. I'm trying to explain to you, I don't need to do any of that.
I'm not saying
go get the passport, bud, and I will read it to you.
I was asking you to do
I am asking you to go get my passport, and I will read it to you. How about that? That makes all kinds of sense, but you ain't ready for that, are you?
We're in a bind then.
Okay, we're in a bind.
I want you to get out and explain it to me.
I'm not getting out of this private automobile. Not happening. Not happening. So ask them gentlemen politely, sirs, highway patrolmen, may I please have my passport to read to the sheriff?
They're not going to give it back to you until...
They're not going to give it back to me. So you're telling me the highway patrol in Wyoming hold my private property. Is that what you guys are telling me?
You can claim...
No, it's not a claim, sir. That's another matter of fact of law. Does that passport belong to any of you? Does that passport belong to any of you? The answer is no. And if you're not giving that back to me, which is my said possession, what is that called? What's that called? As LEOs, you should know what that's...
Let me know.
That's called theft. Okay? So, young man, may I have my passport, please, to read to the sheriff?
Okay, the only way you're getting your passport is once you step out of this vehicle.
Why do you want me out of this vehicle so bad, you guys?
Because there is state law, case law, Pennsylvania versus...
Case law is not law. That's where you're wrong again. Case law ain't law.
Barris would question over and over the legitimacy of their requests and the nature of this stop, to which the patrolman could do nothing but cluck like hens and insist he exit the vehicle.
What you guys need to do is understand that I am correct. You have no authority over me. None. I don't have to get out of this private automobile. I don't have to obey your corporate bylaw speed limits.
Okay, let me just explain this to you. You're not leaving here until you step out of the vehicle.
Then I ain't leaving. I am not going anywhere. And your threats don't mean jack to me, bud.
Well, it's not a threat.
To hell if it ain't. You're threatening me to get out of this vehicle so you can try and kidnap me. Meanwhile, you've stolen my property, and you can't even admit that. No, it is not.
Yes, sir.
What is possession?
It is property.
What is possession,
I'm
sir?
not gonna argue with you, sir.
I know you can argue with me because you don't know the law. Possession is 9/10 of it, correct?
All I said was...
Huh?
Well, I said... When I stopped you, I didn't say you're getting a ticket. I never said you're getting a ticket. I just want you to step out so we can talk face to face.
We are talking face to face.
Out of your vehicle.
No, I'm not getting out of my private automobile. This ain't a vehicle. Okay?
What is it then?
It's a private automobile. Actually, Congress passed a law July 8th of this year that nobody in the United States needs a driver license unless they're dealing in commerce. Have you all been informed of that?
The officer trying to negotiate with Barris would visibly become flustered, being unable to counter his argument and the evidence he would present for his side.
Well, of course, because you guys are revenuers for a foreign corporation running under statutes and codes. None of you have ever studied the law. Okay? So just admit that you don't have authority over me, hand me my passport, and say I'm sorry for impeding your travel.
What do I need to give you to get you out of your vehicle?
Nothing. You ain't getting me out of this private automobile.
Okay.
Why would I? I haven't committed a crime.
I'm giving you a lawful officer as a peace officer to step out of your vehicle.
You're doing what now?
We'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You just parked this under a tree, huh?
What's that? Yeah.
Parked this under a tree?
Well, I had an old timer tell me once, they only sing for the rich. That's exactly what's going on right here. I ain't had no problems from anybody for 2 years or more. Because they know I know.
Have you had contact with us in 2 years?
Yep. I sat down and had a talk with John.
Who's the sheriff?
Yeah.
Sheriff Harlan? When did you go talk to him?
A couple years ago, explaining the same stuff.
Before he was sheriff? When he was lieutenant?
He was actually I think that vote had just happened when I went in and had a conference with him.
The gap of experience between these officers and Barris became more apparent by the minute, as he perfectly put together the hypocrisy of the situation he was in.
So he was like, I forget what they call undersheriff maybe at the time.
Oh, yeah.
But he's here. Would you like to read that? That's what you're doing. 241, 242. And you read my passport and you didn't let me go. So we're looking at 1.6 million on commercial liens. I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to do it to anybody.
Okay.
All right, so what's your last name?
Barris, B-E-R-R-I-S.
B-E-R-R-I-S.
It's in the passport you stole.
Okay, we didn't steal your passport.
Well, then may I have my
You'll
passport
get
back?
everything back. You're driving without a driver's license. You were speeding. You don't have plates on your vehicle. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I need you to get out of the vehicle to chat with us. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you to get out of the car. So right now I'm asking you, will you please get out of the car and speak with us?
No, I will not.
Okay, I'm going to tell you to get out of the car. You need to get out of the car right now.
You're being recorded. You
That's
realize?
fine.
Okay. And under what authority are you demanding an American state national to get out of this vehicle when I don't have to prove any kind of... I am not in your corporate bylaws. I don't need driver's licenses.
That's fine. I respect your beliefs, but
it's not a belief, you guys.
Okay,
this ain't beliefs.
This next time, I'm going to make you get out of the car. What that means, I'm going to break the window, unlock the vehicle, and pull you out. Understand?
Don't do that.
Okay, I'm telling you.
I am telling you, if you do that, this is going to go south quick. Okay?
I don't want it to go south.
Well, don't be fucking breaking into my private property or stealing my private property.
Okay, then help us out, sir.
I've already helped you. I've educated you about the law, but you're not listening. You're not accepting the facts, okay? Now, I'm going to ask you one more time. I would like my passport back. I would like to get on my way. I have critters with water freezing. I really don't have time for this.
Okay, sir. I'm telling you, if we have to, we will break the window, unlock the vehicle, and pull you out. Do you want it to get to that, or do you want to come out and talk to us?
Realizing they had no intellectual leverage over Barris, these thug officers would then not hesitate to threaten and intimidate him in an effort for him to come out and be arrested.
So you're threatening to break my private property.
I'm telling you that I
And
have
do you know
authority
under the
to take
law
you out of this vehicle if you do not comply with our orders.
I don't have to comply with your orders.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Yes, sir.
I do not.
Okay, so what are we going to do here?
We're going to have a gunfight on the side of the road is what we're going to have.
We do not need to have a gunfight
Well,
on the side of the
then
road.
you better start listening to sense.
You need to start listening.
No, sir. I do not need to listen to an agent of a foreign corporation.
Okay.
Okay? I asked you guys to go back there and call somebody in town that actually knows the law.
Who's this person in town that knows the law?
Apparently somebody. I would try with John Harlan as the sheriff and ask
John Harlan. Okay.
And ask him.
Okay, well, we have a representative of the sheriff's office right here who was talking to you.
I know, but that don't mean he knows the actual law.
Look, I'm not trying to get anybody riled up, and I apologize for doing that. What I'm trying to do is find an ending to this that's civil for both of us.
Here's the simple ending. You guys admit that you have no authority over me.
We can't do that, sir.
Well, I'm sorry you can't do that.
Okay. Well,
But I am not going to allow you to violate my rights to travel. I will not allow you to damage my private property. Okay? I'm telling you right now.
I don't want to damage your private property. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't want to at all.
Okay.
All I want you to do is get out of the vehicle so we can talk. That's it. That is it. And I won't damage your private property. Nothing.
I find it funny how insistent they were in talking outside the vehicle, even threatening him, when they could easily talk inside, as they were definitely hiding their real intentions.
Okay?
Just give me 1 second, okay?
This ain't gonna.
Why are you threatening to get in a gunfight, Greg?
Because I'm not gonna allow them to fucking violate my shit, dude. I am not allowing them to violate my right to travel freely and damage my private property because I won't listen to a so-called authority that has none over me? Really? And I'm explaining myself over and over?
So if we got somebody on the phone, you'd talk to somebody?
There ain't nothing to talk about.
You wouldn't want to talk to anybody?
There's nobody to talk to about anything. What is there to talk to? You guys not admitting that you have no authority over me? Is that what it is?
You said you wanted to talk to Sheriff Harlan.
I don't want to talk to Sheriff. I've already talked to him. I've talked to all your judges, your state's attorneys. State's attorneys know. I sent them cease and desist. Shit disappeared. Why? Because I know the law.
Okay.
This is absolutely ludicrous. This is supposed to be America? Where's my right to travel freely, you guys? Where's that at right now? The kid for the patrol just got out of his car with my passport, handed it to, I guess, his superior highway patrolman. Now they're all three back there yakking again. Yes, sir. Can I do for you?
All right, sir. Here's your passport back. Can you roll it down a little bit further? You just want me to slide it in there?
Just slide her in here.
Okay. So this is back. You already pulled it out.
Barris would ultimately succeed, as the patrolman had nothing on him, not in terms of authority, intellectually, or even in their scummy intimidation tactics. This was a test on Barris, and he showed that he wasn't willing to back down at all from these for hires. Unfortunately for Barris, though, he would later be searched again and charged with possession of firearms as a convicted felon. I suppose trying to start clean and still being able to defend yourself is a crime to some people, as Barris would be at the receiving end of charges that should have fit people far worse. Barris was indicted by a grand jury and pleaded not guilty to the charges in March 20th, 24. He represented himself at trial. Sentencing has been set for September 3rd, 2024. He faces up to 15 years in federal prison and up to $250,000 in fine. If you enjoy these cases, please consider showing your support by liking this video, and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.